In this discussion, we'll be talking about immigration.
My name is Paige Schiebel, and I'll be arguing in support of immigration.
And my name is Corey, and I will be arguing in opposition to immigration.
As most people know, immigration has always been a hot topic in the United States. So before we go in depth about the support and opposition of immigration, we want to clarify the term immigrant. According to Merriam-Webster, an immigrant is a person who comes to a country to take up permanent residence.
Our discussion does not apply to refugees or asylum seekers. In our discussion of immigration, we are talking about immigrants, illegal or legal, who have come to the United States. Changing the U.S. immigration laws to be more supportive of immigrants will affect our economy and overall society. But even without changing these laws, immigrants still continue to shape society and our economy. In an article titled "Why Open Borders is a Dangerous Idea," author George Gatlin stated that the fundamental human social skill is the formation of groups that act with shared intentionality. These groups form around intentions, and they also mean the ability to form breakaway subgroups around different intentions. And he also said that of the top 10 most diverse countries in the world, every single one has suffered major lethal and political violence since 2001. Diversity is not the same holy sacrament. It is a deadly serious social political challenge that needs to be managed.
So in cultural terms, the website Global Citizen explains that immigration is beneficial because it expands the culture of the United States by bringing in new ideas and customs, which create harmony between our many ethnic groups in the U.S. And in addition, the website United U.S. states that studies have confirmed that immigrants are actually less likely to commit crimes than native-born Americans.
On the other hand, in an article titled "Why Borders Matter" and "A Borderless World is a Fantasy," the author Victor Hansen claimed that borders are to distinct countries what fences are to neighbors. Means of demarcating something on one side is different from what lies on the other side. Borders basically amplify the innate human desires to own and protect property and physical space, which it seems impossible to do unless it is seen, and can be so to understand as distinct and separate. Clearly delineated borders and their enforcement, either by walls or fences or by security patrols, won't go away anytime soon because they go to the heart of the human condition.
In economic terms, the National Academy of Sciences states that immigration is integral to the nation's economic growth. The United States needs more taxpayers, job workers, and business-starting newcomers to boost our economy. Taking an in-depth look, IRS data from 2015 shows that the IRS collected $23.6 billion in taxes from workers without Social Security numbers, which are most likely to be undocumented immigrants. The article titled "Immigration's Effect on the Economy and You" adds that immigrants with advanced degrees often look for jobs which require little to no communication, which benefits the economy. And subsequently, there is little evidence that immigration significantly affects the overall employment levels of native-born workers.
On the other hand, going back to the article I mentioned earlier, "Why Open Borders is a Dangerous Idea," the author said the open borders philosophy is wrong. Because like the failed ideologies of the past century, it doesn't account for unpleasant facts about human nature and society. See, for whatever economic benefits open borders may ultimately bring, it will also bring tribalism, disunity, and violence.
So you might be wondering who's paying for these immigrants and how much are we paying? Well, according to NBC News, the United States spends about $54 billion taxpayer dollars per year for services that aid illegal immigrants. But contrarily, some immigrants are actually costing the United States not a single cent. The immigration policy DACA, which is Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, is actually contributing to the economy because individuals who apply for DACA pay $465 as a fee during their initial application, meaning that the program doesn't actually cost taxpayers any money.
So in conclusion, most present-day nations go about immigration in various different ways, whether it be the UN's open borders or the US's closed border with Mexico. Quote, "In sum, despite increasing globalization, immigration's touted economic benefits, demographic concerns regarding population decline and aging, and commendable attempts to adopt a global compact on international migration, it appears that countries are increasingly opting for limiting the flows of people across borders. We as students find ourselves somewhere amid these opposing forces.
And overall, in reality, we all have our own individual opinions on immigration, but we hope that our discussion has helped you become more open-minded about the topic.